I'm back. I've been gone for a minute, sorry. I've been still working, but you know, took me a little break from videoing and stuff like that. So yeah, what have I been doing? Been working. A couple things happened with the truck. Oh man, a few different things. I'm about to tell you guys about it, but first, we're here at Lamar Trailers. We picked this up this morning. We got this load this morning, and we are gonna unstrap. That is one of the flights right in front of me. He got the load this morning as well. So we got this for $650, Waxahachie to Sumner. And after this, we couldn't find anything in this area to pick up. So we're gonna drive to Dangerfield, which is about an hour and a half. Pick up some shingles. So yeah, let's get this unstrapped and get unloaded, because they said the loader is on lunch right now. So I'm sure once he gets off lunch, he's gonna have that truck unloaded ASAP Rocky. That's the one where he picks up both sides with one scoop. So 1 scoop, 2 scoop, 3 scoop, 4 scoop. Whole trailer. Gonna have to go side to side. So hopefully y'all can hear me. I'll talk while I'm rolling on my straps. But yeah, so I got a little busy. You know, it's hard doing these videos like every day, because some days most days I work pretty late. I get home, kids are there, trying to spend time with them. Dinner, got a shower, go to bed early, wake up. It's, you know, I just don't have that much free time, which is a good thing. Hang on, let me go get another strap. So yeah, I didn't have enough free time. I was really working late. So y'all never believe it, but I did some crane mats. You know those tornadoes that came through Temple last month, or however long ago it was? They had crane mats just non-stop, moving them, you know, back and forth. So I ended up, unexpectedly, I went down to Temple and picked up a load. I thought I was gonna go home that day. Ended up staying 2 nights in my truck. You know, I have an emergency bag with, you know, clothes, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, I was a real truck driver. Took a shower at a truck stop and everything, like in the old days when I drove over the road. But that's for the birds. I don't like it. I love my family too much. So yeah, I slept a few nights there. You know, that last day I worked all day, got home really late. I mean, it was just busy. That week was a pretty decent week. Rain did delay us a little bit, so kind of cut my money a little short, but I made a little over $7,000 that week, which wasn't bad, you know. I made $5,000 in those 3 days, which should have been $6,000, but rain slowed us up a little bit. So yeah, it was a combination of being busy and just, you know, I started feeling like I was in, y'all ever watch that movie Groundhog Day? I think it's called Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, where he just kept waking up and it was the same day over and over. No matter what he did, it was just the same day over and over. Kept going backwards, right? Well, I started feeling like that, you know? I was like, dang. Sometimes, you know, I let the emotions get the best of me. You know, I'm not perfect. I know there's a lot of people on there on YouTube, man, they're just happy all the time. Like, oh, hey, what's up, you know? I wish my life was like that. But I get down sometimes, and sometimes I let these stupid comments that some people make, you know, negative people on there, get to me, and you know. So a little bit of that, and then had a little bit of truck issues. Hang on, let me go get two. I got 2 more straps. I'll be right back. Okay, I got the last 2 straps. I'm gonna roll them up. We'll call this strap talk time. So, man. So the truck. So one day I got a load, and it was a pretty heavy load, like 48,000 some and some change. So which should put me at about 79,000 pounds total. And I was pulling it, and all of a sudden I was like, damn. I was like, man, I think this weight is wrong. I think I'm overweight, because the truck was just, I don't know, it was just kind of like sluggish a little bit, right? But that's all it was. So I'm like, damn, they lied on the weight, I'm overweight, whatever. So then the next day I picked up some crane mats. And sometimes when we pick up the crane mats, they're on the ground. They're dusty, you know? So that next day, you know, I picked up crane mats, and these were dusty. And so I got on the highway immediately, and then just smoke all behind me. So I'm like, damn, these are some dusty ass crane mats. Which they were. But I kept driving, and I was like, damn, it's still dusty behind me. And I was like, man, I think this crane mat's a little heavy, because it was sluggish again. It's like, damn, I don't know what's going on. But then that dust was still there. So come to realize, when I'm at a higher gear, higher speed, when the turbo is supposed to be spooling up, I'm blowing white smoke. But it's not out of my tailpipe, it was down, like I could see it in my side mirrors. And I would look up, and I would see the black smoke. So long story short, I called my mechanic, and as you guys remember, I blew up my my turbo. Left me on the side of the road. This was, I don't know, 2-3 months ago. And so I put a used one on, because that's all I could afford. Because the new one was like $3,600. So I put the used one on, and you remember it had that little jingle bells, because there was like a little piece that kind of messed up the fins. So anyways, I called the mechanic. I said, hey, do you still have the old turbo? I was like, well, yeah, wow, what's up? You know, so I was gonna go get that turbo rebuilt, because I called a buddy of mine, Kenny, the one who originally owned this truck a long time ago, and I was telling him what was going on, because I couldn't figure it out. And he's like, oh, have you checked the turbo? So I checked the turbo. There was no oil leaking, and there was a little bit more play than I think would be normal on the wheel in there. So he's like, okay, what's your EGTs? You know, my exhaust gas temperature. And I was empty, and it was getting pretty high. He's like, oh man, that's the turbo, whatever, you know, I'd get that thing off of there. So I'm like, okay, well, that's kind of when I would lag, and my boost pressure wouldn't get above 20 PSI. And it was like it was lagging. It took forever to get up to 20. So I personally thought it was a turbo as well. So let me back up. Before that, before the smoke, yeah, I had oil leaking. Oh man, I got out, and the whole back of my truck was oily. My quarter fenders, my brake chambers. I said, oh my God, what is that? So I popped the hood, oil all on the passenger side of my my engine. Long story short, it was coming out of my dipstick hole, which the dipstick cap on the actual dipstick broke off a piece, and so it was kind of shooting out with all that heavy weight, engine struggling, my turbo wasn't working properly. That's what it was. So I ended up taking it to the mechanic. You know, I was wanting to make sure the pressure, all the pressures were right, everything checked out. He said, you know, I need a new dipstick, but I had some plugs I had to at the bottom of the motor I had to replace, because they were leaking a little bit. I said, like, fix all the leaks. And I had that fuel leak on the fuel line, so I just fix them all. And that's when I got it. It still had the issue, because I thought maybe oil was getting on my my pipe, my exhaust pipe, and making the smoke. Got that fixed, driving it, smoking. Then I called my buddy Kenny. So it's like, oh yeah, the EGT is too high, man. That's a telltale sign that it's your turbo. So that's when I called the mechanics. Hey, you got my old turbo? He's like, man, why, what's up? I said, well, I'm gonna go get it rebuilt. He told me it's probably about $1,700-1,800. So I found this place. I'm like, we just got to see it. So I go with the mechanic. He's like, oh, let me just hook it up. So he hooks it up to the computer, and he's telling me everything's running hot. My gauges are fine. Always been fine. He said the coolant's running hot, oil temperature's hot, everything's hot, whatever. So I ended up taking it to this place to check the ECM. Scared shit out of me. I was like, oh my God, my ECM's bad, you know, which is a little over a couple grand for a new one. So I'm like, damn. So get that checked out, and they're like, no, nothing's running hot. Everything shows to be good. They check the injectors, you know, all the computer work, right? Everything's good. So tell the mechanics, hey, they said everything's good, and so, oh, I was like, well, what do you think? Oh, drive the truck, drive it. I was like, hell no, I'm still blowing the smoke, still have the lack of power. So I was like, let me get that fucking turbo. So I ended up getting the turbo, and I took it to the place that rebuilds them, and they're like, oh my God, it was all beat up, and you know, they would have to replace so much on it. They're like, you might as well just buy a new one. It's not worth rebuilding this one. It'd be about the same price. So I ended up buying one of their turbos. I was going to get a Borg Warner, which I heard was pretty good, but he told me that what everybody complains about is I'm not a mechanic, so the little valve that I guess allows the turbo to build boost is set at 23 psi, and I've always been 25 and maybe 27 psi, and truck always ran good at that, you know, like that. So I'm like, what is it? Oh, I got a message coming through the phone. So I was like, oh no, and he's like, yeah, and it's a solid little rod that you would have to cut off and re-weld and you know, make it shorter or longer or whatever, and that'll avoid the warranty. I said, no. I said, but ours, you know, they have the screw, you can adjust it, but they're already set at 25 to 28 psi. Same warranty and all that. I was like, you know what, just give me one of yours. It's even cheaper. So the Borg Warner was like $1,900, and that one was $1,450, the one they had, and a brand new Caterpillar one would have been $3,600, but they didn't have any in stock. They would have to, you know, ship it in. So I was like, oh. So I'm like, let me try that. And I was praying. I was like, please let it be the fucking turbo. And I put the turbo on. Oh my God. It was like I got a new engine. I said, oh, thank God. No more smoke. My EGTs were running good. You know, exhaust gas temperatures were, you know, back to normal. The boost was building up. I mean, I was like, damn, I knew it was a fucking turbo. And the mechanic's over here, well, let me check it first, you know. I mean, he didn't charge me to check it, so it's not like he was like, oh, you know, I don't know. So, yeah, those are things that, you know, so all that stress and feeling like I'm in Groundhog Day, you know, I kind of just like, whatever, I'm gonna take a break from YouTube. I don't want to hear all these comments. You know, every time I have a problem, I just want to show you guys what a real owner-operator goes through. I keep checking to see if they're unloading this other guy, not yet. So every time I have a damn problem, I mean, it could be something small. I need to replace the tire or whatever. It's like, oh my God, you know, you don't do it yourself. Oh shit, you know, you pay too much for that tire. You know, this and that. And I'm like, you're already stressed out because you have problems. Then you got to pay for it. You're missing work, money problems. Yeah, I'm like, so I just took a little break, and yeah, I mean, I just couldn't bring myself to make the videos. You know, I was like, man, which that's my fault. You know, I guess I need to be more strong-minded. But man, I'm a real human. I'm just like I think like everyone else. You know, we have our ups and downs, emotional. You know, some days we're super happy. Some days, you know, you feel down a little bit, which I have been. You know, still struggling. You know, I thought I was doing good. Oh, forgot to tell you guys. So before all those issues, before the oil leak and all that, my AC went out. I said, damn, the AC stopped working. So I tried to put some Freon in it, checked the pressure, and the pressures were good. I said, damn. So I didn't want to overpressurize it. So I'm like, okay. My buddy George has got his AC fixed. They ended up having to replace the compressor, his condenser, the fan motor, which I know I need a new fan motor because mine doesn't blow that hard. That's why I normally have the windows open. So I don't know if it's, I don't know. But anyways, he spent, I think a total about $2,000, maybe a little over $2,000. So I was like, okay, you know, everything's going pretty good. I'm gonna do that. Which I didn't mind rolling the windows down. That's what I do anyways. I was like, I'll wait till I'm gonna take a couple of days off with the family instead of, you know, missing work for the AC to get done. I'll just do it then, you know, kill two birds with one stone. I'm gonna be off anyway. So I was gonna roll a few more days, and then that shit happened with the turbo oil leak. So yeah, the money I was gonna use for the AC, I had to put in for the oil leaks, and I had to get a new Y pipe because there's a big old crack in there. I thought that's where the smoke was coming out of. Had to buy the new turbo. So yeah, we're rolling with no AC, guys. But like I said, I've always rolled with my windows down. It feels pretty good. I got that quarter glass where, you know, I got an old school 379, so it's got the quarter glass where you can face it towards you and that wind just blows right. I mean, it feels great. The only time it sucks is when you're just sitting there waiting, which that's when I would turn on the AC and just, I'll be fine. But so yeah, gotta wait on the fucking AC, you know. Man, when you think you're doing good, it's like, bam, life hits you like, psych, you're not. Got some problems. Anyways, so I don't remember where I left off, but oh yeah, look, he's unloading. But I was trying to fix my Goddess, and I put JB Weld on the screw. As you see, it didn't work. Screw broke. The wings were loose, so the screw fell out. So I took them out, the wings, and was gonna find another screw, but I couldn't figure out. I can't put the wings back on. So either way, I need a new ornament. I was gonna get a different ornament. Well, I mean, same Goddess, but all metal, right? All chrome. It's a little more expensive, but I was like, okay, well, maybe that one's more solid. And I look, and it takes, you know, the holes are different. So I'd have to drill another hole in my grill, which I don't want to do because there's already like 15 holes up there. So yeah, either I order the same Goddess so I can use same holes, or maybe somehow I can try and get that that bolt out of the convoy duct. I don't know. Least of my worries right now. You know, I had to deal with all the oil leaks and all that. So, well, they're about to get unloaded, or finish unloading him. They're gonna load me, and then let's go get these shingles. All right, guys. Oh wait, man, we've been here since 2:30, and it is a little after 5 or 5:30 now. Just now getting loaded though. Nah, he's on the other side. But yeah, we're just now getting loaded. Look at all this. Look, you know, I told y'all my AC's out, sweating. Hang on, look. Can you see it? Oh, got my sweat rag right here. Oh man. So yeah, I've been waiting. I was waiting for a little while, and we were parked, and one of the subscribers came to me. We're here at Atlas Roofing in Dangerfield, and Philip, shout out to you, buddy. He came to talk to me. Said, "Oh man, you're not doing YouTube no more?" I said, "Oh man, I was taking a little break." He said, "Actually, on this video, I was explaining to you guys why I took a little break," and I was telling him, and he's like, "Oh man, your AC not work." So yeah, I told him the whole situation about the turbo, and I had to spend the money on that. So AC's got to wait a little bit. He's like, "Oh man, you come sit in the truck with me." And he is very nice, Philip. So nice. But no, I mean, I just started sweating in this hot box, and I was like, man, I'll be all right. And oh man, sometimes I feel a little bit of breeze, sometimes I wouldn't. Then you know, one of the first flight guys were here, and then you know, I don't know, a couple hours later, another first flight guy came, and he had an air leak, so I was helping him find it. He said, "Oh man, You don't have AC? I said, no, man. It's told him situation. I guess he saw like I was about to die. You know, my eyes were just probably bloodshot and everything else. I probably looked dead. So, oh man, come in the truck. I was like, no, man, I'm all right. I need to sweat anyways. Wife said I'm getting too fat. I need to sweat it out. Like, oh no. Hey, come on. He would not let me say no. So I guess he saved my life. I don't know. He probably saw death. Like, damn, this dude's about to die. So yeah, I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to wait with this AC. You know, it's normally not an issue, but this time I had to wait. You know, normally you pull up somewhere 10, 15, 20 minutes, you're loaded and out the door. So it's my first time having to sit in a hot box. You know, the money pit's black, so it just heat in here. And there is no breeze today. Man, oh wait. So yeah, we're gonna take the truck home. I'm gonna get strapped up here, but I'm gonna let you guys ride shotgun. Maybe you guys can hear that new turbo, brand new turbo I got. And look at my Lauren on there. You can see all her butt cheeks with no wings or nothing. So I'll check back here in a second. Let me get strapped up. I think he's almost done. I'm gonna strap up. All right, guys, we are loaded up. Oh wait, can't wait to leave this place. Get some breeze, you know. Look at my tires. These tires need to be replaced real soon. That's my next emergency expense right there. The next thing. That's before the AC and all that. So let's go around here and get our paperwork and we'll hit the road. I'll let you guys ride shotgun. Come on with it. Tell me what you think about the new turbo. Look at this. I'm the 6th truck trying to get out. There are 3 trucks behind me in line just to check out. Oh wait, nothing but waiting here. Call this the waiting shingles.
He's